Hello, everyone. Um, Today we're going to talk about really quickly. It's not going to be a long video here. We're going to talk about modular design. So we looked at. You guys have already created a couple spreads using columns, right? The first one was 4 columns. Then we used 5 columns. You have to start and stop on a column. You have a dominant photo. You place the other photographs around there. The captions always go to that side, etc. Well, that's cool, but it's also kind of old school. And what we're going to talk about is modular design, which is where the future, we want to get there in our program. We've taken steps. The yearbook is more modular than before, but it's still we're still evolving. So what I wanted to work with you guys was to get you guys to a little bit of experience using modular design. So you'll see, number one, this is a modular design that you see right here, and it's a spread. This is a high school yearbook. What's kind of cool is that you have a lot more photos. People the other day were like that, in class were like, we have too many photos on the page. Well, look at this. All right, we got a whole bunch of photographs, right? And most of them are candids, right? There's only a few where they're looking at the camera, but most of these are candids. Modular design also sticks to the idea that this is all one topic. So this is summer vacation, right? This is the summer vacation spread. But instead of just one dominant photo, one story, and then some photographs, it's got a whole bunch of different topics all related to summer vacation. So this one's like in the summer, books or movies, which one's better? World traveling, where do people go in the world? This one's the debate camp that they attended during the summer. This one's people who went to the beaches, water, okay? So they're all related, but each one of these is a separate mod, and there are separate, mini bits of content, almost like a separate mini story. So this is actually a story right there. It's built by the captions, okay? And these are all separate topics. So how you do that is you use a grid design, and you keep a couple rules in mind, okay? So number one is each one of these mods. This is a mod. This is a mod. Looks like that's a mod. That's a mod. That's a mod, and that's a mod. All right. The space between mods is what defines where the mods are. So these are around. In your book today, we do about 4 picas away. So within the mod, of course, like that photo is overlaid, and that's only about a half pica between each element inside of the mod. So inside of the mod, you're going to use a judgment call of about a half of a pica, okay? And then between the mods, you're going to use about 4 picas, okay? And you're charged with creating one of two spreads. So either that one, and you can see there's space between the mods, or this one, okay? And you can see there's a lot of stuff in there. It's going to take more time to do this, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat that it's going to have you use color, all that stuff, in ways you haven't used before, which is why we're doing this. So to do this, you go to InDesign, and you go to New Document, and you do what you did before, Start Page 2, Number Pages 2, Start Page 2. This time, your columns, you're just going to have one column. The entire spread is a column. And you're going to go down to 1P5 again. All right? And press OK. Never design on a blank page. You always need some kind of a guide. Otherwise, your spacing is going to be inconsistent. Just to let you guys know a couple things I didn't show you before. If you wanted to line things up and you wanted to be sure, if you grab the ruler and pull it down, it'll give you a guideline that will not print. All right? If you go over here, it'll take it across both spreads. So if you wanted to like put an eye line there, an eye line is just kind of where things sit across the entire spread. Same thing on this side. You can pull a guide over from that side. And in order to set up a grid, you need to go to View, Grids and Guides, and Show Document Grid. All right, and there's your document grid. So now what you could do is if you're looking at one of these designs that you're going to do, you can kind of get a gist for how that's going to sit on here. And this is, for instance, the entire right side of the page. And then you have the story, all right? But then, so let's just do that real quick. Let's go over here. We're going to put our photo in there. And this goes from the safe zone. It looks like the gutter all the way to the right. And we're just guessing. Boom, that's your photo. This is your story. Going to be split into 2 columns. And I'm doing this really quickly. I'm not going to measure it up too much. We need a little bit of spacing, about a half a pica. We're going to do this. Alright, this is probably totally off, but I'm just going fast for you, okay? We got to make these consistent, so they line up on the same spot. Type, fill with placeholder text. Alright, and this text is probably too big. Go down to 10, and then type, fill with placeholder text again. But now we know that we have this mod right here, right, and this mod right here. So we need then, if that's going to be a series of photographs, I'm going to put, you can tell that I'm off already, but that's all right. I'm going to put, we're just approximating as much as possible. I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to, that's where the series of photos is going to be, and I'm going to make the spacing about 2 picas away on this one. Those aren't exactly picas, but that's all right. And so the rule for this spread will be 2 picas away. The mods will be 2 picas away from the other mods. It looks like it's pretty tight. 2 picas away from the other mods, and within a mod, 1 pica away from each other within the mod. See that? So I gotta do that a little bit more. We're approximating. It's not gonna be perfect right now. We're just still practicing. You can see that's a drop cap. If you want to do that, you go to the M, make a big M, highlight it. Let's make it large. Let's make it even bigger. And remember, that means the text is not there, so I'm gonna make it bigger. Now I'm gonna make a fit. And remember, you do that by text wrap. So you go to View, Window, text wrap, and you click that, right? And you got your drop cap. It's not perfect. We'd have to modify it a little bit, but you kind of get the gist of that, right? Boom. All right. And so this is a mod. You'll do the summer camp. You'll do as much as possible. You'll put the color behind. You'll turn the text white. If you wanted to change colors, if you wanted to do that box there, and I'm just going to do it real fast. Remember this over here. I'm over here. The stroke is black on the outside. This one doesn't have a black stroke, so we're going to get rid of that by clicking here. Click and hold and apply none. That took away the stroke. Now I'm going to click the fill, and I'm going to fill it. Double click with it's like some kind of boom. See that? It's similar to that. All right. And then to make the text white, I'll put my text on. We'll click off. I'll put my text right here, my summer camp stuff, or the caption, and then we're gonna make that 8-point font. Type, fill with placeholder text, and since we want it white, we're gonna highlight it. Click on the fill is filling the letters. We're gonna go to formatting. I'm going to double click on that. It brings up the color, and I'm just going to choose white right there. And so then we get off there, and it's white. All right. So do your best. You're approximating. I just want you to experiment with this. In between actually that wasn't too. I was too zoomed out. So we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 picas in between each element. Okay, or in between each mod. That's kind of similar to our yearbook. All right, and within the mods, like this is one mod, so it's only going to be 1 pica, right? 1 pica. So 1 pica, because this is one mod, and then if you go down, this is one mod, and it's going to be around 1 pica within the mod, but 4 between the mods. So if I'm going to start this content over here, this says outside the box, I think. I'll put see how there's an outline. It looks like there's some lines there. Anyways, I'll just put that there real quick. So I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, right around that, and I'll put that there. And that's this content that will be right there. Of course, I'll do it better than that. I'll do it actually like they have it, where you have the photos. Looks like, remember the photos need to be consistent. So I'll grab this and copy it. And 1 mod, or 1 pica, and And then text box, right, one mic away, the caption box, sorry. And see how they have highlight there, the very first part of the caption is bolded. You can do that too, if they have right here bold, right, and then the other section is not bold. But it's going to take a little bit of time, all right. And those of you that love this stuff will have a lot of fun with this. Those of you that don't won't, but it's going to give you some experience. You need some experience designing. You know, this recap at the lake. You just put box there. It looks like it's on the photo. And you see how that bleeds off the page there? It bleeds completely off the page. So we're going to take that, and we're just going to guess. We're going to go off the page. And remember, we don't want the stroke, so we're going to click and hold there, apply none. We're going to go to the center, double click. I'm going to find, this was like a darker, press OK. That creates that, and then you put your text on top of that. This is how they do this stuff. Oh, the line tools. See those lines right there? You just use the line tool. And we'll go like that. If you hold down shift, it'll make sure that no matter what, it's like a straight line that's at an angle. So I'm going to hold down shift. It looks like maybe this is a 2-point stroke. Window, stroke. Make the line a little thicker. And then we'll make a line, it looks like right there. Again, 2 points. Boom. You've got that part right there real quick. Okay? So go ahead and give one of these, remember one of the two spreads on there a shot using the modular design. Inside of each mod, one pica between the element. Between the mods, right around 4. Okay, so there's 4 there. Look, there's only 3. I could probably just alter this a little bit to be a little bit better. So there's 4. Okay? Have fun. This is good stuff. It'll teach you a lot.